Hey there, it's Ashley at Hedrick Homestead, the YouTube channel for people who want to grow their own food without being overwhelmed. And today we are going to be talking about how to prune tomato plants. So you may be wondering, why in the world would you prune tomato plants? Maybe you've planted tomatoes for years and you've let them just grow wild and you're like, hey, this works. And you're right, you will get tomatoes that way. But there are some benefits to pruning your tomatoes to a single stem. You're gonna get really good airflow between plants, which is gonna cut down on your disease pressure. Tomatoes are prone to fungal issues, and having them get really overgrown and crazy can cause plants to touch each other, get entangled in each other, not have good airflow, and that's going to cause that fungus to be able to thrive, which you do not want. It's also going to channel all of the energy up into a main stem with the fruit off that stem, so you're not going to be spreading yourself, or your plant won't be spreading itself too thin trying to produce off of lots of different stems. And finally, it's just a lot more organized and easy to pick and manage when it's not like this giant tomato forest that you're having to wade through in order to reach your tomatoes. So when is a good time to prune your tomatoes? Well, this is something you're gonna have to do continually throughout the summer. I like to check my tomato plants at least once a week because they're gonna constantly be putting out suckers trying to get out of control. So you need to come in at least once a week, maybe a couple times. I love to walk my garden all the time, so it's easy for me to just go through and pick off as I'm doing my little morning walkthrough. But you're gonna wanna come through and start doing that almost as soon as you get your tomatoes in the ground. All right, let's talk about how to actually prune tomatoes. First, you're gonna have to determine what is a simple branch on your tomato plant and what is actually a sucker that's gonna grow into a whole nother arm that gets gangly and out of control. We don't wanna take off the branches that are just growing leaves. Those are beneficial, those are good. What we wanna do is take off those suckers that are going to basically turn into a whole nother tomato plant. And here is how you can tell the difference. The branches are going to be coming off of the main stem, pretty horizontal, and you can tell that they just stick out and they stop. The suckers are going to come from what I call the armpits of the plant, and so you're going to have the main stalk coming up, you'll have the branch coming off horizontally, and then you're going to have the sucker shooting at a 45-degree angle out of that armpit. So it looks kind of like this. You can see here we have the branch coming off horizontal, we have the stalk going up, and then we have this little sucker coming off here. So what do we do with these suckers? Pinch them off. When they're small like this, it's super easy for me to just take my finger and my fingernail and pinch them off, and that's it, you're done. When they get a little bit larger, you may want a pruning shears, but I tend to just try to gently break them off. You don't want to be peeling things off, that's not good. But as long as you can gently snap them off, it's not a problem. Ideally, you're doing this often enough that you're not getting super big ones, so you're just looking for those little guys every few days and pinching them off. So again, one more time, you got the stalk, you've got the branch coming off, and there you have the little sucker in the armpit that you're gonna take off. All right, I hope that is helpful as you're going through pruning your tomato plants. If you are ever in doubt, if you're looking at the top of your tomato wondering, is this something I should be pruning? Just wait. It will continue to grow, it will continue to get bigger, and then there'll be a lot more clarity in a few days, and you'll be able to determine if it's something you should be pruning or leaving. So when in doubt, wait it out. All right, until next time.